What's up, YouTubers? Today I will bring you a new deck profile on set 15. It's for the new Revengers. So let's get on started. Starter, Judgebound Revengers. This starter is so plus. It give you a, depending on what you call, it usually give you a +2 or 3. So no matter what, it's good as long as you have the counterblast though. Skill is counterblast 1. Put this into the soul when this attack hits a Vanguard that boosts a Phantom. So basically your grade 3s, and then you get to superior call 2 grade 1 Shadow Paladin in rest, and then so basically you could fill up your field really fast by swinging Vanguard with this boost, and then skill goes into the soul and superior call 2 grade 1, and then it goes up plus. Then for the grade 3 lineup, we play 4 break card. Break card is really needed in this deck right now. Since for the starter's effect and something else that you're gonna see it really soon. And our new boss monster, Revenger Dragruler Phantom. So break card is basically for the soul of him, so to make it 13, and his effect is really broken. True, your opponent get the dry check though, but you deal your opponent 1 damage, it's good enough, and you plus 10. Also, this effect can be used more than once, so basically, if your opponent had 3 damage, you could counterblast 2, kill 4 unit, and your opponent take 2. So, basically, you could push your opponent to 5 right away, no matter what. So that's why this card's broken, and combined with this, 13k base, and with this ability, you get the +2. So it's pretty nice, I think. But grade 3, you don't run a lot. This is, you have to. So you want to get it off. This, when you drew it, you break card it, you win the game most likely. That's why you play like that, 7 and 4. Next on grade 2, 12k beater. Revenger gains 3k, and that's basically it. Then our new grade 2, instead of Blaster Dark, is Overcoming Revenger, I think Ranky or something. Effect's really good when you have this on the field, and so basically pretend your Vanguard's Mordred, and then you have this as boost. You could call this out, and then this swings Vanguard and it hits. This skill give you 2 grade 1, and then this effect activate after the grade 1s. For each grade 1 or 0 you call this turn, it gains 3k each. So basically, starter give you a +6k late game. Like late game after you break cry, you most likely will sack 2 grade 1. Most likely will sack 2 for its effect, and then you call 2 grade 1 from your hand to a boost and attack. This card gains a lot of power, so call this from break cry. It's already a 5k. Sack 2 unit and call 2 more grade 1. That makes 6. So basically, it's a this is automatic gains 2 draw trigger or heal trigger for free. So it's a trigger plus and get an extra 1000. So it's broken. So and if you call more, it gains more. That's why I think this is better than Blaster Dark, since you had to wait on Blaster Dark with Doran, and this one you don't. Also, because we don't play Tartu anymore, we play the new grade 2 Mana. Mana lets you superior call 1 at the end of the turn, put it back to the bottom of the deck. So basically, same thing as Tartu, you can call whatever you want, and then just use the effect, whatever, and then swing your Vanguard, or you call 1, and then you sack it for Mordred Phantom, Dragruler, and then Dragruler kills it, you gain 10, and then you deal 1 to your opponent, and then it's a free call, so it's a free +1, since you call, and then search 1 for free, even though you put it back at the end of the turn. But it's a free +1, and then if you call it, you can use it this. So it's really nice. That's why I like it. 4. Other than Tartu, that's why I take Tartu out. Then we'll play our 2 Darkbond Trumpeter. Darkbond Trumpeter skill, we don't call Dorian anymore. We play a second copy of Judgebound Revenger. So basically, after boosting Vanguard and the first one hit, which means starter. So if the starter hits, you could put the starter into soul, and then superior call 1 of them, and then in the side, and then the skill, and then call you another grade 0 in rest. So basically, you call a grade 1, so grade 1, That's a grade 1, and then grade 1, and then grade 2. By counterblast 2, you call 3 unit, and then if you have Overcoming Revenger on the field, which is like over here, it gains 9k total, so it's 18k rear guard. That's why it's pretty nice with the deck. Sorry guys. And then for next up is our 10k beater, Transcend Revenger Masquerade. Because of the second judgment we play, so Transcend Masquerade is still at 3, nothing changed. So basically this is it. Then our 4 Perfect Guard. You don't play Quintet Wall in this deck. Quintet Wall lets you deck out too fast. This deck you search every single card that's not triggered out. So basically whenever you twin drive, you draw most likely gonna be triggered if you're lucky. That's what I did today. All the cards left in my deck are triggers except 1 perfect, 1 mana, and a grade 1. But there's 2 draw trigger in it. So when I search the deck by calling a mana, I put one of the mana behind the draw trigger, and then the other one perfect guard behind the draw trigger as well. And then mana pulls the last grade 1 in my deck, which is no more draw trigger, so I don't want to twin drive it, and then put it in the rear guard circle. So by doing that, my whole deck is trigger. Was left with trigger, and then I don't like cut, like shovel like this, like, so I usually just shovel like this. So that's why this way nothing will happen, and I will still get my triggers. So that's why it's good. Sorry guys, little problem here. So you guys have to wait. Sorry. That's why Perfect Guard is good enough, and to be honest, there's not a lot to ditch for Perfect Guard, since you're gonna cycle all your grade 3 also. There's a card that you do that, so that's why I think Perfect Guard and Quintet Wall, Perfect Guard will be better anyway, because Quintet Wall right now you still need counterblast 1 for this deck. You don't have Doran and Blaster Dark, so it's a little counterblast heavy, I think, in my opinion, because you need a starter counterblast, Trumpeter counterblast, and then Breakcrack counterblast, and then your Dragruler counterblast. That's why I think this is enough. Then you play 2 of the Blackwing Swordbreaker. Alright, this is not a Revenger. Everyone might think, why are you playing this? So the starter gives you the ability to call this, since the starter says any Shadow Paladin, never says Revenger. So if you I played 2, a lot of people say it might be 1, but if you hit that one in the drop damage zone, or you drew into it, then this is basically dead. So by playing 2, you got an extra chance of getting it, and if both of them in the deck, you could just use a Saw, and then Superior Call 2, I usually call it in the front line, since they're not Revenger, so you cannot be killed by Dragruler. So calling in the front line, you Soul Blast from your Saw, you draw 2, and then your opponent will swing into this anyway, because rear guard, you put a booster on it, 7k booster, so that will put a 7k, it will be 13, 6k will be 12, so no matter what it hits, so your opponent will try to kill it anyway. So that's why you go +2, and then you don't go minus, since this is not Revenger anyway, and then next time, so if this, you only have 1 in the deck, just call 1, and call the Trumpeter out as a second grade 1, and Trumpeter's skill give you another Judge Bound. So you put it behind your Vanguard, and then use Swordbreaker's effect to draw 1 card, which is pretty nice. +1, I think. Yeah, +1. Then we play Sharp Point Revenger, Shadow Lancer. Alright, so this card is like one of the best cards, since I don't like grade 3 that much. Like, everyone knows that if you drew into it after riding, there's no point to it. So that's why this card let me cycle grade 3s. So if I drew a Mordred and I have this, I will call this and then use this skill to drop Mordred, to search Mordred. And then if I have another one, I will just drop it again and search again. So basically, it's like Javelin. Blaster Javelin. You could discard any grade 3 from your hand and search for Phantom, what is it? Illusionary Revenger Mordred Phantom. Unlike the old one before, this is 7k beater, so no, it's good. And after using the effect, it's most likely useless. So you will sack it for Mordred, for Dragruler, or you usually sack Stark Darkbound Trumpeter first, and then this, because it's 7k to 6k, so you will usually stack 7k anyway. But it's a pretty good card. I like it because it cycles your deck a lot, and then that makes sure that all you do is trigger, so you win the game easily. Then for heal, and for draw, and for crit. I was planning on running rainbow triggers, but I don't have it right now, so I had to play 4 more crit. I was thinking maybe playing, most likely I will play 6 stand trigger and only 2 crit. Because the deck you got tons of power with Dragruler and also Overcoming Revenger Raka, I think. Because by putting this on the rear with Breakcry's superior call, the turn you stack 2 and then you call 2 more, and then ability gave you too much power, so this card's swinging on Vanguard, and then if you pull a stand trigger, stands it, you'll be much better because the power's so high up. That's why I'm thinking about running Rainbow Trigger right now, so 4 each. But if I want more stand trigger, I'll play 6 and then only 2 crit. Draw trigger is pretty important in the deck because like you want to draw your pieces and combos so you can play it off. And crit, to be honest, with Dragruler, you don't really need it that much because you ping your opponent 1 automatically, so the crit won't do anything. Not all the time, so that's why I think this is good enough. So that's it for the deck list, and hope you guys like it. And please subscribe. Thank you.